Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For this quick tutorial, I want to share with you how to crochet a granny square phone bag. So I'm using those granny squares. I have 3 of them here, and this is an African flower granny square. So my crochet hook is a 3mm crochet hook. I'm going to be using a darning needle scissors for this project. To start round 1, to make the granny square, I'm going to start with a magic circle and I'm going to do chain 3 into the magic circle. So the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. Into the magic circle, I'm going to work 1 double crochet. So we have 2 double crochets, chain 1. So that's 2 double crochet, chain 1. Into the magic circle again, I'm going to work 2 double crochets, 1, 2. So we have 2 double crochets, chain 1. So I'm going to repeat this 2 double crochet groups for 8 times. So 2 double crochets, chain 1, 8 times. So I'm going to make 8 clusters of this. So I have 8 clusters of double crochet there, and chain 1. I'm going to do a slip stitch into the first double crochet, not into the chain, into the first double crochet, and I'm going to chain 1 and fasten off, and I make sure I close the ring properly. And that's round 1. For round 2, I take another color and put a slip knot on the hook. Now I'm going to start from anywhere. You can just start from anywhere, but you have to start with you have to start with the chain 1 space, in the chain 1 space. Sorry, you have to start in the chain 1 space, but you can start from anywhere. So chain 3 into the same space where we did chain 3. I'm going to do 1 double crochet there. Now I chain 1, go into the next chain 1 space from the previous row, into that chain space from the previous row. I'm going to do 2 double crochets, chain 1, into the same space, another 2 double crochets into the same space. Without chaining, I go into the next chain 1 space and I do 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet into the chain 1 space from the previous row, chain 1, 2 double crochet into the same stitch. So I'm just going to keep repeating 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochet into every space. Without chaining, I move into the next space. I'm going to meet you at the end. Now I'm going to complete the 2 double crochet there where I started. I'm going to complete that with 2 double crochet. I need to complete that cluster where I started, 2 double crochet, chain 1, and I find the first double crochet and I do a slip stitch. So I'm not going to fasten off for round 3. I'm continuing with the same color. For round 3, what I'm going to do is I need to do a slip stitch to get to the chain 1 space from round 2. So for me to get to that chain 1 space, I need to do 4 slip stitches to get there. So I need to work there. You need to work only for the round 3. I'm going to work only in the chain 1 space from the previous, so only into that chain 1 space from the previous row. 4 slip stitch, that's the first slip stitch. The second slip stitch, the third slip stitch, and in between that space I do a slip stitch. So I have 4 slip stitches. So I'm going to start with chain 3 as usual, And into that same chain 1 space where I did the chain 3, I'm going to do 6 double crochet. So chain 3 counts as a double crochet. That's the first double crochet there. I'm gonna have a total of 7 double crochets. So this is the 5th one, 6th, and one more. 7 double crochets already. Moving on to chain. Now what I'm going to do is in the next space I do a slip stitch. So the slip stitch is not in the chain 1 space, but it is in the next space. So I'm going to yarn over, go into the next space and start another 7 double crochet into the chain 1 space from the previous row. I'm going to do a slip stitch in that space, yarn over, going into the chain 1 space from the previous row, another 7 double crochet. So I'm just continue this until I get to the end. So I have a total of 8 petals. You should have 8 petals. So I go into that space and do my slip stitch to end this round, chain 1 and fasten off. Moving on to the next round, it's round 4. I'm going to be using the brand yarn, and that I'm going to insert my yarn on the hook for that. And what I'm going to be doing on this round is a little bit different. So I have 7 double crochet from the previous row on the petal, so I'm going to do 7 double crochets as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to start in the middle of the petal, right on top of in the middle, and start with 1 single crochet. That's the first single crochet stitch. So I'm starting on the 4th stitch from the previous row. So I go into the next stitch and do 1 single crochet. That's 2 single crochet into the 3rd single crochet and the 4th single crochet. So I have 4 single crochets in 4 stitches. So I'm going to come back here to complete that petal. I go to the second round, go down to the second round and do 1 long single crochet. So that's how to do 1 long single crochet. And now this is the chain 1 where I did from the previous row. When you get to this chain 1 space, all you need to do is go into the chain, go into the 3rd chain and 1 single crochet. That is also a stitch. I go into the next 1 single crochet. So I do 7 single crochets on top of this petal. This is the 6th, and then this the last was the 7th. I have 7 single crochets there. Go down to the second round and do 1 long single crochet. So we're just repeating the same thing, 7 single crochets right on top of the petal and 1 long single crochet in between from the second round. I'm right back where I started. I'm going to do, I have done already 2 single crochets already, so you have 1 2 3 to complete, so we should have a total of 7 double crochets to complete where I started. So I'm just going to do a slip stitch into the 4 single crochet, fasten off and cut off my yarn. So for round 5, it's a little bit complicated, but I'm going to try to be as clear as possible. So for round 5, I'm going to start with another color, the yarn on my hook. Now to start round 5, I go into where I did my slip stitch for round 4. I start there to make things easy. I go in there. So because on the round 5, you're going to start making the corners to make it a square. I'll start with a single crochet. That's the first single crochet. I'm going to do 4 single crochet. That's the second single crochet. I'm going to do the third single crochet and the 4th single crochet. So I have 4 single crochet there to start. Moving on, I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet. Now I am making this turn into a square. Into the next stitch, 1 double crochet. Into the next stitch, another 1 double crochet. So that is 2 double crochets into the next 2 stitches. To make the corner now, I'm going to do 1 triple crochet into the next stitch. That's a triple crochet stitch, chain 1. I'm going to do another triple crochet into the same place where I did the triple crochet, into the same stitch, another triple crochet. So it's triple crochet, chain 1, triple crochet again. Now I'm repeating what I did on this other side here. I'm starting with there, after the triple crochet, 1 double crochet, another 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Now into the next stitch, 1/2 double crochet. So I'm just repeating what I did on the other side, 1/2 double crochet, and I'm going to do 9 single crochet into the next 9 stitches. 9 single crochet into each stitch, into the next 9 stitches. So I have 1 into the next stitch, another single crochet until I have 9 single crochets. And this is the last single crochet, so I have 9 single crochets there. Now repeating again until the next stitch, 1/2 double crochet, into the next stitch, 1 double crochet, into the next, another 1 double crochet, into the next stitch, 1 triple crochet, chain 1, 1 triple crochet into the same stitch. So this is going to be the second corner. You're just going to keep repeating the same stitch here, ascending and descending. So this is second corner. Now 1 double crochet into the next stitch, another 1 double crochet again, 1/2 double crochet into the next, 9 single crochets now. So I hope I'm clear. I hope you understand. Leave a comment in the comment section if there's any confusion. Just repeat this and I'm going to meet you at the end. And now I'm here almost at the end. I have 4 single crochets there, and you will count I have 5 single crochets left after I have done my half double crochet. So I'm going to finish off with 5 single crochets to complete with the 4 single crochets where I started. I'm going to slip stitch into the 4 single crochet into the first single crochet, chain 1 and fasten off. Moving on to round 6, which is the last round. For round 6, I'm going to start in the corner, the chain 1 space between the triple crochet. I'm going to start there, insert my hook and yarn, and start with a chain 3. I have 3 chains there. Back into that space, 1 double crochet. So I have 2 double crochets there. Now into every stitch, I'm going to do 1 double crochet into every stitch. 1 double crochet into every stitch. One double crochet, and when we get to the corner, it's going to be 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochets, but I'm not in the corner yet, so 1 double crochet till we get to the corner. So now I'm at the corner. I'm going to do into that corner 2 double crochets, chain 1, into the same corner, that space, I'm going to do 2 double crochets, two double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. I'm going to complete on the where I started as well. 1 single crochet into every stitch. And when I get to the corner, I'm going to do 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, repeating the same thing until I get to there. So now I have in that corner, I'm going to complete 2 double crochets in that corner. To complete that, I'm going to do chain 1 and do a slip stitch on top of the chain on top of the first double crochet, chain 1 and fasten off. Now to join the squares, I make sure the back is facing each other and the front is opposite of each other. To join the squares, I'm going to go into the chain 1 space from in between the chain 1 space from both squares, and I'm going to insert my yarn through and do a single crochet. I'm going to be using a single crochet stitch to join this granny squares throughout. The joining is going to be a single crochet stitch for the joining of the squares. So I'm going to be using this as an example. I'm going to be using the first 2 squares as an example. So because I'm going to go ahead to join the rest of the squares together, so I go into both loops on both squares and do 1 single crochet, going into both loops. So I'm doing both loops of the 2 squares, 1 single crochet. And this is the last single crochet for this granny square. I'm going to chain one and fasten off. So I have joined the two squares, so I'm going to do now the two squares together, facing the same direction, facing the back, facing each other, and then going into both loops for the joining. That's going to be a single crochet stitch, and you can use a darning needle if you want to, instead of this one single crochet, instead of this using your single crochet stitch. You can use a darning needle to join, and now it depends on how you want to join. So I'm just going ahead right now, doing one single crochet into both loops. Now I am done with joining all the squares together. Now I'm at the top. So at the top here, we're going to do something really different. I'm just going to use instead of joining together like that, I'm not going to do that. When I get to the top, I'm just going to take only the front panel, or the panel. I'm just going to take one panel of the granny square and leaving the other one. Make sure I'm leaving the other one, and I'm going into just only one panel and to do one single crochet on top of the granny square. So I'm just going to do one single crochet into every stitch until I get to the other corner. I'm at the corner. I'm going to do just one single crochet there. I'm going to turn, go into the neck to the other part of the panel, I mean the back panel, and continue to do one single crochet right into every stitch. I'm done with my last single crochet. I go into the next stitch and do a slip stitch to end this round, chain one and fasten off. For the bag strap, I'm using a different hook. I'm using a 5.5mm hook here, and I have my my yarn on the hook, and I pull through both panel. I'm going to do a chain one. So chain one is to secure. I'm going to go back into that same space into both panel as usual and do one single crochet, chain one. Now I go back to the leg of the single crochet. I pull through like a single crochet. That's a single crochet. I chain one. Now again I go back into the leg of the last single crochet that I did. I go back there. That's a single crochet leg that I did, and I do a single crochet, chain one, back into the single crochet leg that I did, single crochet, chain one, back to the previous single crochet. Again I go into the leg of the single crochet that I did. I pick both loops, on my hook, single crochet, chain 1. Again, repeating the same thing, picking both loops from the single crochet, again, chain 1. So I'm just going to repeat this for 40 times. So I did this 40 times, and then you can extend yours if you want to, if you prefer your strap to be longer, or you can adjust the size, depends on your preference. So now I'm done with the strap. I have enough chain already. Now I'm going to attach it to the other side. So chain 1, I go to the other side of the bag, do a single crochet to a single crochet stitch to secure. Now I'm going to go back again and do one more single crochet. I have one single crochet there, chain 1. I'm going to fasten off, cut off my yarn, weave that in afterwards. So I've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Leave a comment in the comment section. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you, and see you in the next one.